Welcome to week 4, guys. You made it to the final stage. And I want you to hear this loud and clear, okay? Because this is where everything really starts to change. This week, we're taking back control of one of the most powerful aspects of your life. How you respond to the world around you. Now, your triggers, your emotions, your patterns, they've controlled you long enough. And that ends now. If you've done the work up to this point, you've started to identify some of your triggers. You know what sets you off. You started recognizing the emotions that come with those triggers. And maybe you've even realized how those emotions have dictated your behavior. That awareness is crucial. But awareness alone doesn't create change. Change comes when you decide to stop using the old dysfunctional tools to deal with those emotions and triggers differently. It comes when you rewrite the story and replace those tools with ones that empower you instead of destroy you. Here's the reality, guys. Every one of us carries around an emotional toolbox. But for many of us, that toolbox is filled with tools that don't work. Or worse, they blow up on our faces. They cause us harm. You get triggered, you feel overwhelmed, you react. Maybe you shut down. Maybe you lash out. Maybe you escape into food, alcohol, endless scrolling on your phone. Those are what I call wounded emotional response tools. They come from the part of you that's still hurt, that's scared, that's stuck in the past. And every time you use one of those tools, you reinforce the belief that you're powerless to do anything else. And that's a lie. You're not powerless. You've just been using the wrong tools. Now, the science of change, neuroscience, shows us that our brains are wired for efficiency. They cling to the familiar, even when the familiar isn't working. Here's the thing. The brain is also incredibly adaptable. When you introduce new patterns, new tools, new responses, your brain will start to rewire itself. This isn't just self-help talk, guys. This is science. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire and to create neural pathways. It's the foundation of all behavioral change. You're literally training your brain to respond differently. Your assignment this week, replacing your tools. I want to ask you to take your triggers and emotions that you've been identifying and mapping out your response patterns. What do you do when you're triggered? How do you cope? Write that down. Get brutally honest with yourself. Next, for each wounded tool you identify, I want you to create a replacement, an empowering response. For example, you might be triggered by your partner saying something that feels dismissive. Your old tool would have been to shut down and to give them the silent treatment. Your new tool is to take a breath, to acknowledge the feeling, and then to calmly communicate that feeling and to share what it is that you need to move forward, asking your partner to talk about it. Another example, maybe you're triggered by feeling overwhelmed at work. So you're going to hide in the bathroom and scroll on your phone for an hour. No, your new tool is going to be to step outside, take a 5-minute walk to refocus. The point is to replace your automatic, unhelpful reactions with intentional, empowering actions. Practice here makes permanent. At first, these new tools will be awkward as hell. Your brain will want to fall back onto old patterns because they're easy, they're familiar. But every time you choose the new tool, you're building a stronger neural pathway. You're proving to yourself that you can respond differently. Keep practicing, keep showing up for yourself, because every time you do, you're rewriting the story of who you are and how you move through this world. This is how you're going to take back control this week, okay? You're going to have a clear list of triggers, all of your old wounded tools, and then all of your new empowered tools. But more importantly, you'll have started using them. And with every small win, you're proving that you're no longer at the mercy of your past. You're not the same person who started this journey 4 weeks ago, okay? You've faced yourself. You've faced your pain. And now you're stepping into your power. Let's finish this strong. Let's rewrite your story and let's create the version of you that's fucking unstoppable.